A very good morning. My topic for PDC is importance of self-development or personal development. Okay. Shaka or Silat can mute yourself because okay. So why I chose this topic? So mainly because this was one of the suggestions which the HR team had given to me. Someone had suggested this as a topic. I've kept the PDC slides very short because I want this topic to be actually discussed more amongst ourselves. Because it's one of the very basic fundamentals which every person should have, not only at their workplace, but I feel like everyone should have them in your personal life also. Okay. So so the topic itself says that importance of self-development. So let's go to the next slide. Yeah. So I remember this slide I've done because when, according to me, I felt like I was growing or I need to grow because a few years back I was having one-to-one with Mohan, and Mohan asked me this question: Are you growing in this company? So, like a normal question which you answer in the interview, uh, like if someone asks you, like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now or 2 years from now? So it was that way, that question for me when he asked me this question. I still remember I answered a normal answer like, yeah, I want to be someone team leader or lead a team of 4 people or 5 people. So his immediate next question was, "What are you doing for that in order to become that way?" For last 1.5 year, you have been in this company. Then, what did you try for last 1.5 year to become that, or what are you going to try to become that? So I remember I had answered that question just because I had to answer that question to Mohan. Literally, I had no like because he asked that question. I gave a thought for 1 minute. I answered that, but I never had that question that I'll become a TL actually within myself. Okay, so this was my situation. If you can see this picture, this was my situation when he asked this question on spot to me. Then, like I worked towards it, and I felt like I wish I someone would have asked me this question before I joined this company, in my previous company or some other, like 3 4 years before in my career when I started. So I would have launched myself somewhere much ahead than what I am today. So it's never late when you start. So I felt like taking this PDC topic. Uh, so when you ask this question, what are you planning for yourself? Are you growing? Where do you see yourself after 2 years or 5 years or 3 years? So normally what happens is like people, those people who are not focused, they are like left, like they think many things in their, many thoughts go in their mind. But people who are well focused, they know what exactly, they'll answer you very quickly and they know what exactly. And it will be in sequence order, like, I'm going to do this 1 year, next 6 months this, after 1 year I'll be this, after 2 years I'll be this. So this is normal scenario. But in general, if you see what exactly is self-development, so in that case, I would say it is small activities what you do every day, regularly, or consistently every week or every month to achieve those things. Okay. Now, what are those things? Is your your personal growth in terms of your finance, your good health. So overall, you can say a better life. Okay, so this is a general common, like which everyone can understand. I am giving this as an answer instead of giving a proper definition on this. So what makes you to think this question, like am I growing in the right direction? What makes you this things? There are many things which contribute to make you think this type of questions. Some of them, it starts basically from the time you're born. Like your parents are the ones who groom you, your neighbors who are your next people whom you come across, your teachers, your college friends, your school friends, your teachers. This play a major role because based on each person is different, based on how they are groomed. When you come across all these people around you, okay, based on your experiences, you have your own thought process, like where you want to go ahead. Okay, like I may have someone expect, like, I need to be a team lead, but someone like someone who has joined new, like they might want to become a project manager from coordinator. As you grow ahead, become a project manager. It's just because their scenario is different, their environment is different, it's that way. But finally the main thing is that they are growing, everyone is growing, and that's only possible when your environment helps you. They make you realize that you need to grow. They ask you right questions at right time. Okay, so this is the first slide. So the second is the importance of self-development. So I'll just quickly go over these points. There are a few points which I've listed down, and then we'll discuss more in details. I would make this session more on focus on discussions. So first point is gives clarity to personal vision. So obviously, as discussed before, like it can only give you clarity when you think about it. If I'm not thinking about, I don't want to grow, I just come and do my work and I go, then I will never grow. This question will never come to my mind that I have to grow. So if I really want to grow tomorrow, I want to become senior TL or something like that, or lead instead of 8 members, I want to lead more 15 members under me. Then obviously that's my vision, personal vision. So I have that thought process in my mind that I need to grow. My team needs to grow. Then I will have a plan. So it gives a clarity to personal vision, like knowing your targets and destinations in life, making it easy to draw up a plan on how you will achieve your goals. So my target is from 8 team members, I want to grow to 20 team members. This is my target. But if I feel that I really need to grow, then I will make it happen. But just imagine I'm okay with 8 team members, I'm handling the way I'm doing it, then I will not grow. And my team members also will not grow. Okay. If I really want to grow, I will have to plan. Like if I want 20 people, then I need to target more work, more how planning on how if more people join in, then how do I process it? It's not that easy. More people coming in, then more execution time. You have to look after them if they are getting well, understanding the things, what work is coming, onboarding them, training them. All these things comes into picture. Okay, so it gives you clarity if you have proper vision. Next is sharpening your existing skills. So once I know my vision very well, then I know what I need to do. I have a target of 20 within next 1 year, employees under me. Then what is my next is my skills, like how I need to improve on myself. It's not going to be easy that 20 members I have every one day I come, like now I can have within 15, 20 minutes scrum. But with 20 members, it cannot be. It will go for 1 hour, which is going to spend 20 members 20 hours every day. So that's something wrong. So I need to come up with a better plan for having this crown, or I need to give them 1 minute to speak, or something like that, timer or something. So these are small, small things which I will learn. They may sound very small things, but they really make a big impact collectively. Okay. So reflecting on your past, what you learned, and learning directly from your experience will help you grow your skills. Okay, reading informally, mentoring, taking some tutorials, guidelines, like we take the Udemy course or some online courses, and then especially reading books. Okay, even though I am improving on this every day, Shahid is pushing me on reading books, but they actually help you give a different perspective in terms of growing your skills. Okay. Uh, of course, your past experience, what you have learned from in and around, or your experience actually you work day to day life, it will help you to grow. But this additional information, what you do by reading your books and getting mentored from your senior members, and also taking online courses will help you to grow much ahead. You plan well with, and improve on your skills. Okay. Next point is give your talent room to shine. So again, going back to my first example, I was like not knowing this. I had an inner strength. No one knows. Like I was not knowing that I'll be a TL. It is just that Shahid, Shaira, Mohan, Madhav, they saw that I had that some soft skill which I can take. I can drive some members ahead. I can push them. Initially, it started that you can train members well. That's what they said to me. And I was like motivated, okay, I can do that. Actually, I was not knowing that I'm good at that thing. Some members from our team members only, they saw that I have that skill within me. So they pushed me. They told me to give some time for that. Shahid specifically, he told like, you are going to groom this Anika, Zylan, and those 4 5 people. So I started that, and they saw that I'm doing good at it, and that's how you come to know. Normally, it's not that you will find that your friends telling you, "Hey, you're playing really good at cricket or carom or whatever." So your friends will tell you, or someone who is very closely who is noticing you will tell you and give this compliment. So take that compliment very seriously. That may even help you in growing yourself very well. So this was one of the thing which was told to me by my senior members, that I'm good at it. So do it with relative ease. It should not happen that when someone is doing that thing very very, it's a good skill or it's a soft skill what you have. It should not happen that because someone has told you do this, you have to do it. It's just that you need to give a try. Someone has told you that you are good at it, and then you just try on that whether you are really good at it. Okay, and then give some time. Don't force or exert yourself to make it happen. Because if you're not doing it from your heart or you're not enjoying it, you will really not do it, or you won't go far away. You will do it for 6 months, 1 year at the max, but you'll stop it because you're not enjoying it. Okay, then feel comfortable doing it. Again, the same thing, and do it without the need of supervision. So I know that I am a TL. Actually, manager is above me, Mohan, Madhav. They never sit next to me to have a check on me whether I'm doing the things or not, because they know that I'll do it. It's just because they have told that initially that you are good at it, and they have seen that I'm doing it and I'm progressing well, and they believe that I am doing it well, and the way I do it or the way I carry that responsibility that way. So they feel it that I'm doing it as a normal thing. I don't feel that I'm doing something extra. Okay, I don't feel like it's my responsibility to come, and if PM is not there, I will look into that task and assign it to myself or someone. That's not my duty. I will not do it that way. I'll make sure that if PM is not there, manager is not there, I'll take that decision. Even though I'm not supposed to do it, someone else is supposed to do it, because it's a ongoing thing. It's a casual thing that if someone is need, okay, they are not coming for the day because of sick or something, someone needs to handle it. It's that way. So it happens automatically. It should not happen that it's a process or it's there somewhere in the checklist that someone has to do that tick mark or something like that. Those are all formals, you can say, formal way of doing it. But these are something from inside within the heart, you do it and you enjoy doing it. Okay. Uh, Next slide again, more 3 points. It improves your effectiveness at work and business, or a business if you have. So in your, see, once you do this all previous 3 points, I'm sure when it comes automatically from your heart, you enjoy doing it, you know what's your plan. Obviously it will improve your effectiveness in terms what you're planning, whether you want to grow in your finance, whether you want to grow in your personal business or your personal hobby, what you're doing, whatever you enjoy, or your personal development, whether your technical skills you say, or whether you want to become a team lead, whatever you want to become. It will automatically, if the first 3 points are, you see that you're growing at those first 3 points and you're working towards it, this next 3 points will automatically fall, in proper order. Like it will affect it, you will see that you're growing in those areas very well. Next thing is, your confidence will build like automatically. I remember my elder brother, telling me that the normal dialogues which are told in the movies and all that. Don't work for money, work for learning your skill set. When I passed out, like I was told by my brother that I was not getting paid enough, so I was literally not happy, and I was like normally going 9 to 6 job I was doing, and I was it passed that 6 months passed, and my brother told me, "What are you doing? What is your plan?" And I said like I'm doing just because I'm not paid heavily. I'm doing the job what I'm supposed to do, and I come back. So he said like don't work for money. You are in your initial phase of your career. Uh, l- Work to gain knowledge. Okay. So if you have knowledge, it will give you confidence, and your confidence will reflect in your work. That's what he told me. I remember it still. So build confidence is not something which will come and you work towards it. It will come from the previous 3 points which I mentioned on my previous slide. Once you do it, automatically you'll get confident in your work. Okay, it will automatically reflect. I don't know like how do I explain this, but I'm sure those people who have like 2 years, 3 years over here and they are master in some technology or something, they will they actually can relate to this point very well. So yeah, it will actually build confidence. Just believe in yourself, try working hard and improve on the skill set what you're working. Okay, next thing is automatically if it builds confidence, it drives your motivation more because you're getting to that goals very well. Okay, it will give you satisfaction and happiness. Yes, it actually gives me satisfaction and happiness when I leave for the day. If you see like our job is from 9 to 6, my official timing 9 to 6, but I sometimes stay even till 7 and 8. No one checks on me like whether I stay till 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. It's just that I feel like something I need to do today. I mean, if I stay a little extra and if I do something today, it will help the team members tomorrow. I have to reply upwork. Actually, I'm not supposed to reply on upwork as per the process, but I do reply because I feel like if I reply today, tomorrow we'll get some reply from client. I can do it tomorrow. Actually, I'm done at 6 o'clock, but I don't do it that way. Again, I'm giving my personal examples because later I'll make you all speak and then I won't have time to give my example. So it's just that way that, it gives you satisfaction that a client is there waiting for something and I'm done 6 o'clock, I'm done. I close my laptop, I can go. But no, I just have to, that's just one paragraph, 15 minutes it will take to decide, put in a proper words to the client, the way client understands. And if he has any questions, he'll revert back to me. Sometimes I ask BD team members, when does this client come online? Is he coming the same time when I'm typing or like it will come after 2, 3 hours? If it's coming after 2, 3 hours, then I leave for the day. But if he's online that time, then I'll wait for more 5, 10 minutes, let him reply and then clarify the doubt so that if she says that go ahead, then I allocate a resource and I go. So tomorrow morning, if someone is coming, Trusha or some other developer, that person can take that work. So these are not some things you cannot go by process, but some things you need to feel it that you need to grow. You need to make the team also grow. You need to make the people around yourself grow. Okay, so that's it. I feel very few points, but very important points. I feel each person needs to grow. Uh, each person should feel that they need to grow. I have one-to-one mentoring with some of my team members, and I feel like I ask them few questions initially. Some members I asked after 6 months, 8 months. Okay, I from my personal experience, I would say those people, whoever I've asked, from the time I asked that question, are you growing? You're lacking here, and you're good at it. You're not giving enough time at this skill set. Like some members, I have pushed Trusha to speak, take decisions, or I have made Siddesh to hold people accountable. He's good at holding people accountable, or this type of things. These are soft skills, okay? Because they were not knowing that they are good at it, but I felt that they are good at it. I'm pushing them in that direction. So I could see when I told them that, I see that you have this skill and you need to improve on this skill or in this area. They have done tremendous improvement over next 3 months or 4 months, and they that actually reflected in their work. When they do those things, I see like the things are getting much more faster done, and they are good at all those things. So there is less less instance of making mistakes in their work. Okay, I see like earlier they used to make more mistakes because they were not taking care in those areas, but since the time they started taking in care in those areas, I see like those mistakes related to that is less number of times. Okay, so I say like if those who are seniors, they should ask this type of questions to them: where you're growing, are you growing in the right direction? It's not about just coming to office, sitting 9 to 6, doing the work assigned to you and going. It's more beyond that. That's what I feel. In terms of your personal health, also you need to take care. You need to, if you are going in the wrong direction. Like I was becoming fat, so I have taken few steps now recently so that in your personal financial area, your technical skills, your soft skills, communication. I see like everyone's good at English, but some people need improvement to speak in public. It's not that they can't do it. It's just that they need more practice so that they get that confidence. Again, this. So if you start doing this first three, then obviously this next three will come automatically fall in line. Okay. Uh, I think that's it. I would stop here. Anyone has to say anything? No one wants to say anything. I'll have to pick then.
Yeah. Hi, Aman.
Yeah, hi. Just let me know the name who is going to say.
April.
Okay, hi Pukrul.
Yeah. So above all of the things that I understood, that what I want to be is need to come from my own heart. Because if it is given by someone else, and I've just taken that portion, it will not come from my heart, and I will not be able to give the 100%. Even maybe I will be able to give the 100% for few months or few days. As you mentioned that even maybe it is for 1 year. After that, I will lose the rhythm because it had not came from my heart. So it should come from my own heart, from my own to be someone, to be something.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you. It should not happen. That's what the very beginning example what uh, I gave regarding Mohan was like he didn't tell me that you are good at this. Neither he told me like you should work towards this. He asked me this question like what you feel you are good at and what you want to be. So what I felt, what I believed in, he just motivated me in that direction. Then take these decisions. Then go ahead with this thing. And that's how I grew myself. So I feel like it should come from your heart.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Pokrul. Anyone from Goa? I want someone from Goa to speak. Dipraj.
So I have very good presentation. Thing is, when you have a major goal for yourself, after 10 years you want to be somewhere, never disclose it with too many people. Keep it with you and share it with only one person who can guide you to reach there. Because when you share it with too many people, what happens is, you know, they tend to judge you and like they tend to push you down you won't be there in the 10 years, you need to do certain things. So that will demotivate you. So basically, you need to be focused and you need to hit small targets like uh, goal you need to set and then small targets you need to frame so that you can reach towards your goal. And yeah,
Yeah, here I would say, I won't say I would totally agree with you on this, but I would say you are saying one person. You can take two or three people also.
yeah.
Okay, those people who feel like they will motivate you, they will guide you right time, they will ask you right questions. I remember the PDC which mother also gave. He had some goal in buying his house. Okay, so his people, family members, someone used to ask him from his hometown, like when are you going to buy? When are you going to buy? So it was a earlier he was not that like focused on that goal, but the person who asked him again and again made him more focused, and he achieved that goal. So it's okay if someone is making fun of you or something, but it's about you, how you take it seriously, how much you are well focused. And I think sometimes this type of someone pulling your leg also can help you motivate
Yeah, that
further.
will
Okay,
be
it's
the smaller target.
yeah, yeah.
When
Okay,
you achieve smaller target, that is when everybody knows like you
yeah,
are focusing on this target. So that is when everybody will try to make fun of you and all. That's when that will motivate you, challenge you,
actually, yeah, challenge you.
and yeah.
Okay, anyone else from Goa? Abhishek?
Okay, it was a nice presentation, and this points will help us to grow ourselves. So, yeah,
Okay, that's it.
yeah.
Okay, I would like to say something.
Yeah.
It is not that your self-development is dependent on the TL or manager or somebody else. They are just here to guide you. So if you want to develop yourself or no, it's in your hands. I have seen one of the managers who was telling somebody, saying that you need to do this, this, this. And that person keeps on saying like, no, oh, there is nothing to do. There is no opportunity. When opportunities are given, you did not grab them. You did not develop yourself to that skill. So suppose tomorrow I want to become a developer. Now from HR to developer is a huge journey. So if I want to become that, I need to at least start with HTML. So if I'm sitting and then saying, oh, there is no opportunity for me to become a developer here, then that's my setback. That's the wrong thing. The managers are here to guide me. They might say, go to W3 schools or do something like this. But if I'm still sitting for next 6 months and saying, oh, there is no opportunity here, that is my fault that I'm not developing myself. I'm not pushing. Nobody is going to come and say like sit here, I'll teach you to do development or something. So that is a mindset that you need to get into. Like somebody might say like tomorrow somebody might come and tell you that you are very good front end developer instead of a back end. So you need to think like, is it true? Is it something that evaluate yourself and then move into that. So don't wait like somebody will come and say take this front end project, I will
Yeah.
give you and I will give you an opportunity to become one. So that is how you need to develop yourself.
Yeah, I feel it's not in others' hand. Others can only be support for you to help you guide, but finally it's in your hand what you feel whether you really want to grow. Uh, Other person cannot. He can just give you a push, but you will have to walk and run. Yeah. Anyone from Dhaka office? I see many people there. No one. No one has anything to say, share their point of view. No one has their own personal growth. Okay, anyone in Sylhet? I see like someone. Okay, I'll pick someone from Sylhet next. I would say Tashmia. Tashmia, right?
Hi. Self-improvement is most more important thing in the for own self. I agreed with the Fukrul also what he said. He said my mind think like it need to come from my side, my own side. Like if I do better things, it will benefit me. So why I shouldn't improve myself? uh, this thing actually, and your slides are also cleared. You share your story, which like it was so cleared.
Okay. Um, Anyone else in Goa?
I would like to share something
Yes,
like
Paresh.
self-development is important, but you should not hold it to yourself, kind of, because you should not make others dependent on you, kind of. It should be like when you help others, you make time for yourself, and then you can grow ahead.
Yeah,
So that should be considered as well when you think of self-improvement and development.
yeah, it's a good point. Like you also grow when you help others. It's one of the very important aspect, I would say. From Paresh, when you're saying, I remember. So one small example I want to give regarding Paresh. I remember Paresh had joined. Me and Paresh were working in previous company, and we were not allowed to switch the technology because we are good at one technology. Our manager used to make us work only in that technology. Even though we used to learn other skill set, we were never shifted to other projects on the other technology. Okay, so he was always a manual QA that time, and I was working only on Code Igniter. Even though I had learned Joomla, WordPress, I was never given an opportunity. So when I joined here, and later on, after a few months, Paresh joined the same office. We both were on Duke project. I remember like Paresh was a manual QA. I'm a web developer. but I am very proud to say that Paresh has lot of knowledge on database compared to me. Even sometimes I go to him for any queries, especially very complex queries. I go to him, and he sorts out my problem. We used to work on Duke, and I remember like if I want some solutions, some queries, and some particular sort of jobs, like I used to go to ask Paresh, and Paresh used to help me in the queries, and then we used to sit down late evening, 8:30, 9:30, and come up with a solution, best output. Sometimes even I used to write some code. He used to tell me your output is not correct because it's not fetching the right result. Better results can be achieved. So I would say like, see, he took it. It's his official time was 6, 7, but he used to be there just giving extra time for his career. He's a QA. If you go by definition, it's just a QA, manual QA. He had no interest to learn into database, but he spent this additional time to master himself into QA databases. So he's good at MySQL and MongoDB, both queries. If you ask him syntax, he'll know it by heart also. He can tell you the different syntax in MongoDB or MySQL. So this is something, one of the best example I would say, that he has given this additional time for his skill set to grow and what he is today. A much better into databases. Even me being into web development, I'm not as much what he is. So thanks, Paresh. I remember this. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. That's it then. But I would just say that before ending this, don't take this as just a PDC. Think if this question is not yet in your mind, what you're doing here. Are you growing? Are you actually working on your soft skills, technical skills? What have you planned for next 6 months, 1 year? Or you are just coming just to do the work and you're going home? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Have a good day, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.